TicketFM.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket. Live from Coppell Chevrolet GMC Studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Splashley for 3 with Nebraska women's basketball player Ashley Scoggin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
.93.7 The Ticket, weeknights, and it's so funny, Big Voice Bob and his issues with saying Ashley's last name.
I just noticed that.
Yeah, he had difficulties, and Big Sky had to improvise. He couldn't. Big Sky, pull yourself in and tell the story of Big Voice Bob trying to get Ashley's name right.
So you send it thinking, oh, this is obviously Scoggin.
Yeah.
And you get it back, and it's Scoggin. Every single time.
No.
So we have a script of like 5 different things that we wanted to say for different times. So when we're leaving the segment, when we're coming back, when it's opening the show, all of them Scoggin.
Oh, wow.
We sent it back with a phonetic pronunciation so that he can get it right. And
so how did you get him? How did you kind of pronounce it the way that you wanted it to be pronounced?
So what Nick sent was SKAW-GIN.
Okay.
So like ska, and then unfortunately that's also the alcoholic beverage gin, but gin.
Uh-huh.
We get it back, and it's again, you hit play, and the first thing you hear is "Welcome to Splashley for 3 with Nebraska women's basketball player Ashley Scoggin." And so you think that the rest of them are wrong, and so when I showed up today, Nick tells me they're all wrong again. I went back in and listened to it, and he got it right one time, but said it different all 4 times. So that was the most right one.
I didn't think my last name was that hard to say.
Well, you haven't listened to the people who call Nebraska games who aren't from here.
That is true.
They screw it up on a pretty regular basis.
I mean, like, people used to put either an R in it. They would say Scroggin.
Oh, that's just rude.
I mean, before I had you spell it for me the first time. I thought there was an S at the end, so I thought it was Scoggins.
Yeah, but see, that one's not bad. Like, because there's other people that have an S on the end, like there's Scoggins too. So like that's understandable, but an R or like I don't know how even the other guy said it. I can't even say it.
That'd be like with a J instead of 2 G's.
Yeah, Gin Scoggins.
I can't even say it. Like the first time I heard him. I'm like, what was he thinking?
I'll go while I'm over there. I'll pull one.
Yeah, so it's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, I kind of want to hear now.
It's pretty hilarious. So a couple of things for folks. We are live, so you can text in or you can call in 424-464-5685. Starter Heyman text line and the Honda of Lincoln hotline if you want to call in. Starter Heyman live video stream is up. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. You can see what's going on. See it studio and get reactions. Hit us with a what's up. Say hi, and we can get into the conversation. A couple of things. First of all, adjusted schedule. Do you know your adjusted schedule? Like what's your next 2 games?
All I know is this week's, and that's it. That's Wisconsin, and that's Purdue.
Okay, Wisconsin, 8:00.
Yes.
PBA.
Yes.
Okay.
So whoever goes to the men's game that plays before us gets in again. So they better.
What?
Yeah. So
you keep your ticket?
So you can keep your ticket.
But what about the season ticket holders that like the women have different season ticket holders than the men?
Whoever goes to the men's game, if you are not a season ticket holder, just go back inside. Wow. Yeah.
So the 2 hours, Haymarket's just going to be on fire from 6 to.
Oh, it has to be, especially because we play at 8.
Do you care? Does playing at 8:00 suck? Like that's a long day for you.
To me, I don't really mind.
No?
No.
Just to sit around all day waiting and.
Well, we don't really sit around. Like we have shoot around and like we have breakfast and actually it will probably be lunch then. PBA breakfast is just undefeated.
What? Okay, tell us. Give us the undefeated. What is it?
Well, I always have French toast with bacon, a little bit of sausage, and I put like fruit on top of my French toast with some syrup and some potatoes. It's just so good. It's just really good.
Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. All right. So you get the French toast.
Yeah.
And then what fruit goes on top?
I put strawberries and blackberries on mine.
Big Sky, what say you? I need to bring you in and ask your opinion on this breakfast. Is this a high quality breakfast in your mind? Are these solid decisions?
I didn't hear a bad decision.
Okay.
Are you looking for me to say one?
No, I'm curious because strawberries and blueberries on top of
I thought it was blackberries.
blackberries.
Yeah, it was
On
blackberries.
blackberries. Okay. All right. I understand now. All right. So
It's
They're-
all right.
Both gas fruits, so I'm all over it.
yeah. Well, see, this is how the thinking mind works.
I don't care. I just eat it.
But I mean, look, they take care of you now, so you can tell them what you want, and they'll make it whatever way you want.
No, it's like buffet style, and then then
and
we
it's
have,
at PBA.
yeah, and then we have like a waffle station and an omelet station.
So every home game, you go in. Let's go through your game day. Let's say it's so Thursday, 8:00 game.
Yeah.
Is there shoot around? One, because the Husker men have a game, so they also have a shoot around.
Well, it all kind of depends. So I honestly can't remember. My days are all mixed up about what time we actually have shoot around or not.
Who gets Ashley where she needs to be on time? Since you
No, I usually look.
Okay.
I'll just have to like double make sure that I'm going at the right time, at the right place, because we've gotten like 3 revised schedules, different times. It's just all been crazy.
okay.
So, but normally, I usually make sure where I'm going.
Okay. So breakfast is the breakfast as a team? So everybody eats,
So-
or is it whenever?
We usually say if it's an 8:00 game, we'll probably have shoot around like 3.
Okay.
So, which means, and if you have class, like you go to class before, but I don't have class on Thursdays. So I'll go to training table. I'll get up that day. I'll probably get in the gym that morning because my family will also be here.
Oh, that's right.
So
Everybody's coming.
Yeah. So,
Okay, we have to talk about that.
yeah, they get here tomorrow afternoon,
Okay.
and then I'll see them after practice.
Are they in the car now?
Well, Kyra is, and that's who's joining us.
When is she going to join?
She's actually on call right now.
Oh, then let's bring her in.
Yes, she can join us.
Introduce your sister to Husker Nation.
Well, my sister's Kyra Scoggin. She also plays basketball.
Slick.
Slick. Woo! We're just, and then also my brother's going to Slick in March.
Really?
Yes.
Is he's going to play, or is he?
Yeah, he's going to play. So everybody I started it. I don't know what it is, but my sister is there now. My brother's going to be going in March, so they'll be there together. But my sister's name is Kyra, to pronounce it correctly, not Kira, or people mispronounce her name all the time. But yeah, she's also, how you're saying last week my mom was my best friend.
Yeah.
Well, Kyra's also my best friend.
Oh,
So-
nice save.
Yes.
That was question number 2.
Oh, that was question number 2. Well, I read your mind a little bit in terms of if you were going to ask that question or not.
Uh-huh.
But we are 4 years apart,
Okay.
but we are very close. So she will definitely have some interesting stories to tell you if you ask her.
Well, no, you're going to ask her.
I know.
This is your conversation. I'm
But-
just going to be the old man from
But-
Muppets in the top, just yelling down at you guys.
Yes, but Kyra, she right now is going through some of her injuries and things like that, which we'll talk about here. But yeah, Kyra can say hi and everything. I hear her chuckling in the background. I can't see you. I can just
Hello,
hear you.
everyone.
So yeah, where are you now? I heard you were driving.
Yeah, we actually pulled off to the side so I could be able to listen and get input.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Mhm.
But everybody on the show is usually asked about kind of my injuries and everything like that. But I kind of want you to tell them a little bit about what you're currently going through with your foot and everything, how your rehab is going, when you start all of your rehab, and then after you answer that, we'll get into how excited you are to see me tomorrow, because I'm super excited.
All right. So currently, I just had foot surgery 2 weeks ago. Let's see. So I just actually got my stitches out today. That's where we're driving back from.
Okay.
And I
That went
start
well?
rehab in around 4 weeks.
The stitches got taken out. Was that a good thing?
No, very good thing. They said that my foot looked good, everything looked good, but I got kind of lightheaded.
Yeah. But everything's feeling good, and I think you're gonna be on a scooter, right? When you come tomorrow?
Yeah, actually, I'll be using my crutches. We don't have a scooter yet.
Oh, well, that's lovely, using some crutches.
Oh yeah.
So, another thing that me and my sister have in common is we have both torn both of our ACLs.
Mhm.
So, Kyra, you can tell them about when you tore it the first time, and then kind of your journey and everything like that, and then you can talk a little bit about the second one too. So I want to hear your perspective.
All right. So my injuries have kind of been a different timeline than Ashley's. I tore my first one pretty young. It was the summer going into my freshman season of high school.
Yeah, of high school. High school.
Of high school.
Crazy.
And then I played my sophomore season. And then the next year after that, I tore my right ACL in a club game, my first club game. And then, let's see, I was out junior season, and then senior season, COVID hit. So I decided not to play. And then, let's see, I came to Slick, and then I had foot surgery. So it's been kind of injury after injury. But
yeah. But
what is this relationship, this angry relationship the Scoggin family have with ACLs?
Well, we're not jinxing it because we don't want our other sibling to do anything.
Yeah, no, don't put that on.
We do not want.
No. But me and Kyra, I don't know how, but like we literally, she tore hers after like I tore mine, and then after I tore my second one, then she tore her second one. So it was just kind of like really weird timing. Like I have no idea how the universe worked that way, but it did. But like that's one of the things I wanted to really be conscious of when I was going through it, because I wanted to be a role model for her, because I knew she had already gone through it one time. And she, like, Kyra could even tell you like how many times like I was kind of there to help her along with that process, or if she had questions. Like I remember like a few times where she would call me and she was like, is this how it's supposed to feel? Is this like normal, or things like that? And I was like, oh yeah, like you're just gonna have to adapt to your new normal. And even though like I was figuring that out myself, but I think like I wanted to make sure that I was there for her when she was going through her process, especially because she was so young when she tore the first one. Like I thought I kind of had it bad. Like she had it worse than I did because she was younger than me. Like I think mentally it was really hard, just even, I mean, going into your freshman year of high school, like you're so young, and then to have that happen, like I remember the phone call that I got, and like because Kyra had told me like, hey, I hurt my knee or whatever, but like we don't know if I did anything. And I was like literally praying. I was like, it better not be her ACL. Like I don't want any of that on my siblings. Like ever. And I remember getting the call. I don't remember who called me, but I just remember like where I was, what vehicle I was driving, and they were like, yeah, Kyra tore it. And I just like broke down because like I felt her pain. Like I was like, oh my goodness.
So Kyra, when you went through it, when the first injury, right, and you got big sis there to lean on, you got mom and dad. Did you think, okay, this is normal, that this is just part of the process? Because that's a big deal.
Yeah, it is, especially at that young age. Honestly, I didn't think it was normal. I more thought it was part of the process because playing basketball, there are the risks of injury. Like it could happen, it might happen, might be a freak accident, or it could just be, a non-contact injury. Those are happening like more and more nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure. I thought it was more a part of the process, something that I had to go through to be able to play again. So obviously, I've been willing to go through those injuries because you love basketball and you're willing to take those risks.
Who loves this basketball thing more?
That will be a competitive part of me, and I will say I love it more.
I have to say no to that.
Well, this is a part of it. So tell me about the backyard battles. Like, how often do you guys just go? Do you ever go one-on-one, or do you stay out of that and just drill together?
Kyra can tell you first. I have some good stories.
I say Justin and Ashley would get after it with one-on-one. It would get very physical. They would push each other around. Me and Ashley, we played one-on-one a few times, but we've both been injured quite a bit, so it hasn't happened as much.
Like me and Kyra, it was more of like a like help each other out type thing, like work on certain things. But me and my brother, it was not like that. Like Kyra, I definitely know she'd be like, guys, stop. Like, because we would get so mad. We would get so mad at each other.
Who won?
It wouldn't even get to like who won because we were so mad.
She never finished a game.
Like we never I don't think we ever finished a game. I don't think we ever finished one.
So Kyra, last week your mom was telling stories about how difficult it is for her to just watch and be a mom during games. How does she watch your games? Is she mom or is she coach?
I would definitely a coach. Like when my mom would coach me, I would see her more as a coach than a mom, because she took her coaching us. She took it very seriously, and she did a very good job coaching us.
Now, when you watch Ashley, are you her sister or are you another basketball player? How do you watch her?
That's a hard question, because there's a lot of the times when I'm like, damn, like she needs to shoot it more. But then I'm also kind of understanding with what she's had to go through from her injuries, and understanding that she still has some of those limitations that she has to work through. But I would say I'm a pretty good, more of a.
I feel like you're more of a sister. From my perspective, I think you're definitely more of a sister. Because like my mom will take pictures and stuff like that, but like Kyra will be like, oh my gosh, like here's my phone, like videotaping. And she was like, that's my big sister. And Kyra would like do that, where like my brother, he'll just be like, I'm just here. Like
he's just chilling in the background.
Yeah, he's like chilling in the background. He'll like say stuff, like Justin will say stuff, but like Kyra is more of like, yeah, I'm here at her games. Like, come look at all this.
Who's of the three? Okay, let's go through it. Let's say the Scoggin family is facing another family, and it's one shot for the win. Who takes the shot?
Ooh.
That's a hard question.
That's a hard question. I don't know who you would say, Kyra. Who would you say? Because obviously, like we would each say, like, oh, ourselves.
So I don't know.
But then it's like
when I get back, I'm taking that shot.
Oh, you're taking that shot. See, but I feel
I'm taking that shot.
I feel like it depends who your matchup is.
True.
It kind of does depend.
So
because my family is very methodical.
I'm picking that up. Kyra, give a scouting report of your sister. Like if you had to describe your sister's play to somebody that had not seen her, how would you describe her?
I would say always have a hand in her face. You could be like a foot off, because sometimes she does hesitate. She's not much of a driver. She will if you give her a straight line to the basket or if she picks up a steal. Her defense is pretty solid. It's actually it's gotten a lot better since the slick days.
Oh yeah.
Nobody played defense.
Oh, yeah,
at
a lot
Slick. Like
better.
literally.
Like my one of my JUCO teammates that's at Rutgers right now. One of her teammates that Kyra's currently with. Like Kyra, how do you say her name? The one that like always wants to.
Ja?
Yeah, Ja will like always be
Yeah.
like, well, I heard Ashley can't play defense, and like Ja's from like Africa,
Wow.
and so like they were having a whole debate.
Word
about,
travels. Okay.
Yeah, world debate, and Kyra was like, "Well, go watch then. Let's go watch."
So Ashley, now give a scouting report on Kyra.
Ooh, Kyra, when was the last time you played?
My sophomore season of high school.
So it's been a while. That
And I'm now
was the last time I've seen her play.
A freshman in college.
Because she hasn't played at Slick yet. So this next.
You guys have a path. You definitely have a path.
I don't know what it is about it, but like our journeys have definitely been not like normal.
No, there is no straight line.
There's no straight line
to your path at all.
No.
Mm-mm.
But if I were to say, going based off of the last time I saw her, she has a very quick trigger, so you have to make sure that you chase her on stagger screens, off ball screens. Also make her use the ball screen, because sometimes she doesn't want to be nearly as physical. You can kind of get more shovey and physical with her. She has a very like high IQ. Like she definitely knows like kind of where to go with it. She's very unselfish. So like if you try to like double team her, like she'll find the open person and she'll make the right play.
Is she better off the dribble than you are?
No.
So it just kind of, it was the look on your face that gave all that away.
I think she's gotten a lot better though, because normally I think sometimes when she was younger, like people could just like, really physical her up and
like push me around
and push her around. And that's one of the things that we had to work on. And see, like, it's crazy because before I got injured, like I didn't care who touched me. Like I did not care.
Right.
And that's one of the things since my injuries that I've had to work on, is kind of getting my physicality back in terms of like, initiating contact and all of that type of stuff. Because during those AAU days, like Kyra would be like, Ashley, stop falling so much. Stop initiating contact so much. Like you're gonna do something to yourself. You're gonna do something to yourself. So that's one of the things I've had to reintegrate. But Kyra's definitely has a high IQ. Make her work on defense, but she'll give you work. Like,
who's the better defender?
See,
I think I am, hands down.
I don't know who's the better defender, because now if she were to try to go against me now, I don't think she could in this current moment. But obviously she's on crutches, she's in a boot, like she can't do anything. So I don't really know. But see, like Justin's a baller.
How tall is Justin?
He's 6'4".
6'4". Okay.
Yeah.
Is okay. So Kyra, you and Justin, do you have Division I dreams?
Oh, for sure.
Right. So this really is just a stop on the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that adds to the story. Has Coach Williams met Kyra?
Yes, she has.
Yes, he has.
Yes, she has.
I'm not hitting to anything, but I would think that you keep those things close.
Yeah. Obviously Kyra has to get healthy and all that type of stuff, but like Kyra's very good, and so is my brother. Like I used to give him crap all the time too, and like me and Kyra would give him crap, but
oh yeah, we always would.
See, like in our family, like we always give each other crap. Like that's just how it goes. Always talking, giving each other hard time. And especially me and Justin. Like me and Justin were super competitive. Kyra, we have a different relationship. Me and Kyra do.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's just because of the age difference or what.
Well, you're the big sis. Like
I am the big sister.
You're someone I look up to.
Yeah.
That's
see, like, but Justin sometimes, he would get so upset. Like we would fight.
Well, you
as
should.
Little kids.
I have older sisters. I understand
Yeah.
the agitation that happens.
Yeah, and I think like, but Justin's
really good at basketball. Like really, really good.
Where do you
And
so
only getting better.
yeah, I mean, so, and Kyra, so you have eyes on him now. Where do you put his
Mhm.
game? Is he Salt Lake Community College ready?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, of course, we all need to, develop over time and become like a more grown person and player. But I do think he's ready. I'm excited to watch
I mean,
him
like
play
I
next
get
year.
sent clips and stuff like that, and I'm like, damn,
It happens, right?
like
He's growing.
he's like growing and
He's
like
growing.
maturing as a player. I can't wait.
6'4".
I can't wait until I can go watch the both of them because it's been flipped for so long.
Will they get here in time to see the boys play tomorrow?
Great question. I don't know.
I'm not sure what time we fly in.
I think
so
I
don't know.
think they get here at like 3 something,
4:00 game.
but I don't know if they'll be back in time for that.
4:00 game. That's
But
all we're
We could
saying.
make it.
4
You could
o'clock
make it,
game.
but yeah,
Mhm.
it was.
Well, Kyra, then I hope that at some point this weekend we get to meet. Like we get to
Of
root for you
course.
from a distance. You know.
Even if you stayed
Yeah.
after the game, you would meet them because they're for sure staying.
Well, that means I can't do the post game show.
Oh yeah, that's right. You do. Have
See, like we're
post-game
covering
show.
you guys now, so we actually have to do a post game show.
Oh yeah,
You know,
that is right. I
we'll-
forgot.
We'll see how that goes. Well, Kyra, thank you for making time. I know it's a busy trip. You got to be pretty excited. I look forward to meeting you guys, and hopefully, the trip to Lincoln is good, and you get to do everything and see everything you want to see.
Of course. It's always nice coming to Nebraska and watching my sister play. And I'm very looking forward to meeting everyone and meeting you too.
Well, that's good stuff.
Yeah, that's good
The
stuff.
2 weeks of the Scoggin family. This is good.
I
Now-
thought it would only be right to have my family on first.
Yeah, that's the
So,
good thinking. Family
you know.
first, family over everything.
Family
Kyra, you guys
first.
get here safe. And enjoy the trip, and then we'll meet up when you guys get here.
All right, great. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for doing this. Let's throw it to break. We'll come back. We'll talk a little more about this family thing, and then we'll talk about these next 2 ball games. This is a big 2-game stretch
Yes, it is
for the Huskers. We will talk about that
It is.
when we come back to Splashley 3.
Follow Ashley on Twitter at Ashley Scoggin. You're listening to Splashley for 3 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
At Buffalo Wings and Rings, they've crafted a new league of superior chicken sandwiches. Meet the Ringers. It's premium, house-made, beer-battered, fried chicken served Buffalo, Korean, or MVP style. Head to Buffalo Wings and Rings Lincoln and raise a glass to superior chicken. 2 locations at 68th and O and at 40th and Old Cheney. Buffalo Wings and Rings.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean. And there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the Ad Council.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Sauter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
And now a limerick from the world of Yum.
There once was a man in a bind. He's got the best wife in all mankind. And with Valentine's Day not that far away, he needs the greatest gift he can find. Jewelry can be hit or miss, and that vacuum was quickly dismissed. Flowers, they die. Homemade, don't be that guy. But what about that bakery in Beatrice? Liqueur cakes, you'll eat every crumb. Fruit cakes made with brandy, bourbon, and rum. And those chocolate cake squares. Do I have to drive you there? Get yourself to the world of Yum.
Old School with DP and J.
And I learned this about the difference between the college game and the NFL. Every play is designed offensively and defensively for one guy to make a mistake, whether it's being out of your gap, forgetting the blitz, forgetting a check on offense, forgetting the snap count. In college, it might be explosive play, 15 yards, whatever you deem as explosive play. The pros,
all of them are house.
All of them are. The guy will hit his head on the goalpost.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. 93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Partly to mostly cloudy skies expected here for our Tuesday. Much colder conditions. We only top out near 24. Light north winds at around 10. Heading into tonight, we'll drop all the way down to 4 for the low before bouncing back somewhat as we get into our Wednesday. Seasonal temperatures return with partly cloudy skies and an afternoon high of 37. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Army National Guard. Aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association at this station.
Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers is all about the good and creating more of it. More drive-through celebrations, more weekend traditions, more family dinners and lunches, more car picnics and road trips, more desserts, maybe more second desserts. More celebrating being together as much as we can. There's always room for more good and more Freddy's. Keep the good going with a taste that brings you back.
Now back to Splashley for 3 with Ashley Scoggin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back, Splashley for 3. And again, you can reach out 402-464-5685 on the Starter Heyman text line. You can call in if you have something you want to get off your chest or something you want to scream from the top of your lungs. Please do so. Let's talk about the distraction or the favor of having your family here. Is that going to be a distraction? Are you going to, does it affect you? I always knew when my mom came to games, I played differently.
Uh-huh.
And my coach knew that I was going to play differently. So he kind of coached to that.
Yeah.
In your mind, are you going to play differently Thursday night because your family's here?
No. Because usually when I go out there, I give it my all regardless of who's in the stands or who's not.
You play how you play.
I just play how I play. And plus I think I've definitely gotten used to them not being at my games since I've gotten older, since I left for college and stuff like that, because before my whole family would be at my games. No matter when I played, they were always there. That was kind of what we did as a family. If someone had a tournament or a game, we were known oh, the Scoggin, if one of us there, all of us are there. Yeah. And so it was really weird at first when they weren't there anymore. And I kind of had to adjust to oh, they're not there. Cause it is different. It definitely is.
What was the last time they saw you play?
They were here for opening night, that weekend of opening night.
Okay.
And they usually come and watch 2 games at a time. And then last year they came to the Big Ten or the WNIT.
Okay.
My mom came to the Big Ten That whole story is kind of funny because originally they were all supposed to come, but my dad had like a work thing and he was pissed at the other people.
Of course
Like
he was.
he was like, and then it fell through, and so they ended up not even doing it, and he was like livid. Like he was so mad because like that was the time that he could actually like come and watch, like because they had come a few times during the season.
So correct me. Did she say are they driving or are they flying?
They're flying.
They're flying.
Yes,
Okay.
they're flying. I don't think. Well, they normally wouldn't care if they had to drive or not, because my family will literally, they're crazy that way. They'll just drive. But I think this time for them to get like leave quicker, get back quicker, they're just flying. But normally, if they were to take the dog, drive. But they're not taking him this time, so they're just gonna.
You
fly.
promised to send me pictures of your dog, and you failed. So I'm going to call you on it because I'm a
completely
dog
forgot.
person, and
I was looking at them like on the show, and then I was like, oh yeah, and then afterwards I was like, yeah, I forgot.
oh,
So-
that was kind of tough. Like
I'm
was
sorry.
like well, come on, like
I'll show you.
yeah, give her pictures of the dog. From the text line, Picampa says, what's up, Splashley? Have you set a date for taking on Rashawn Jackson? You need to take him to school. Best of luck tomorrow.
Oh, I need to take him to school.
Yo, you need to like Rashawn talks a mad game.
He does.
He talks mad game.
Yeah, but he's gonna stop talking once he loses.
He can't shoot.
Which is why, like, if you know you're not gonna win, like, why would you talk?
Because Rashawn believes that he can talk himself. He and Rico are very similar, and that's who you should play.
Oh my goodness!
You
It was
should play
so
Rico.
funny. I should play Rico.
Oh, that would be the best.
He's over there.
Big Sky's nodding his head. Yes. Yeah. We would videotape you playing Rico.
Oh my! Well, where's
Like-
Rico at? I haven't even seen him.
Like Rico, like he is, he's got little teeny babies.
Oh yeah,
so,
that is true.
We
I forgot.
allow him to
His
have
adorable kids.
Yeah. Like I don't know if you guys talk, but yeah, his daughter thinks you guys are the best.
Yeah.
So, well done. But yeah, I think you should play Rashawn. You're gonna like get him in a shooting contest and just wear
See,
him
but
out.
like I don't lose in any shooting contest.
Well, that's the thing. He doesn't like. I just can't imagine.
But he could even just go and like look somewhere and find that out.
I don't think he like it's that national championship.
Which I understand.
Like, he
I
just-
completely
he's just
understand. Like
kinda
some
wired.
people are just
Like he's literally like you and thinking I can work my way through anything.
okay. Well, that's valid. enough.
Yeah, like that's kind
See,
of the
because
space.
like sometimes, like even deep down, if you're like, crap, you don't ever say that.
Like I can shoot and I wouldn't get in a shooting competition with you.
like
No, like look, as a coach, I feel like I've
like
taken.
you always have to talk your game regardless. Like that's just how
No, I would
athletes
tell you.
are normally wired.
I would no. I'm at the point. I would just tell you, no, I'm not getting in a shooting competition with you.
And
Like,
see, that would be the smart thing to do. But
Yeah,
see, he'll just have to experience for himself.
yeah,
But no, I have not set a date.
so what you should do is talk to Coach Williams and say, okay, we've got this Husker 3-time national champion. He was captain of the great teams that was here.
Uh-huh.
She probably knows him.
Right.
Knows him. And say, listen, we need to have a shoot off. And we're gonna like we can record it by phone, or you can have like your social media people do it.
Yeah.
And we'll send him to practice one day. What time do you guys normally practice?
Well, usually it depends, but it's usually like early afternoon.
Okay. So we'll figure like he's off air at 2.
Uh-huh.
So all we need is 5 minutes. Like,
Or we could just do it on an off day.
okay. Like to do that. And we'll announce it and we'll do a press conference and do we'll have but I want you to I would actually like to see you like Rico try to defend you.
Oh my god.
And then even more importantly, well, one, because you're taller than he is.
I am taller than him.
Taller than he is.
And see, that's not said very often.
Right.
I'm normally the shortest one out there.
Right. So he could
But see, height doesn't matter. It's the heart that
he's
matters.
quick. Rico's quick.
Your
he
work
was-
ethic matters.
He was a college hurdler, so he's quick.
Uh-huh.
But
But see, if I was smart, I just let him shoot it.
true, because he can't shoot.
Exactly.
He can't shoot. But I would almost pay extra for you to block one of his shots. Like I would, like you wouldn't have to buy lunch for a while. Like it was,
Oh my goodness. See, I could just like picture him just dying of laughter or being super pissed. It's like there's no in between. It's like, oh my gosh, I knew that was coming, or he just would get really, really
I don't
mad.
think he would be bothered. I think he would come in fully expecting this to be just a train wreck of monumental proportion.
That would be hilarious.
So we've got to work on that.
That would really be funny.
It's what okay. So and then on the other side of this thing, we were talking before the show, and I think a big part of it, like you're at that phase where as you settle into what you're doing now, the level of play, style of play, you kind of know what your post-surgery body can do in this space, and then you start to look forward.
Mm-hmm.
That professional basketball as a player is it's ahead of you. Like you see that this is something that you could do.
Yeah. Well, I always dreamed of doing that since I was little. I mean, that was kind of like always my goal. Obviously, like I had goals kind of in between that, but that's always something I wanted to do. And I think I'm very much someone like I don't look super, super far.
Okay.
Like I look far.
Did you just gooseneck me on the? Like,
No.
Like you gave me the shooting form, Ashley. You just hit me with the gooseneck. I was like, what is? That?
I talk with my hands.
Okay.
Anyway. I
Big
look.
Sky, did you see her? Like she just couldn't even like it was natural. So she just went like, oh, she just hit me with it. Okay.
That was just naturally
Big
what
Sky,
I
can
do.
you shoot? Now that we think about it,
DP, I am absolutely the worst basketball player that works at this station and has ever been employed at this
that
station.
says a lot. I'm not sure you're the worst. though.
I can confidently tell you that I am.
So, like, what are you good at?
I played hockey.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You think you couldn't beat Mark?
I could build. I could build every homeless person in Lincoln
brick after
3 stories.
Brick after brick. See, now the comedy kicks in.
Maybe the shooter could just teach you, and you would be better.
I think she could teach you.
I don't. I would love
If
to see
you
you try.
weren't
I don't know.
leaving-
I don't know if Larry Bird could teach me how to shoot threes.
If you weren't leaving, I would set it up so we could just have a shooting. Maybe we'll do that with Rico instead.
Maybe
you could teach Rico to shoot.
Maybe.
Like we'll try.
I'm a very good teacher.
Okay, well, that's another part of the discussion because
Right.
that's something that you may want to do going
Right.
forward. We will throw it to break. We'll come back. We'll close out Splashley for 3 on 93.7 The Ticket.
More of Splashley for 3 is next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
And now a limerick from the world of Yum.
There once was a man in a bind. He's got the best wife in all mankind. And with Valentine's Day not that far away, he needs the greatest gift he can find. Jewelry can be hit or miss, and that vacuum was quickly dismissed. Flowers, they die. Homemade, don't be that guy. But what about that bakery in Beatrice? Liqueur cakes, you'll eat every crumb. Fruit cakes made with brandy, bourbon, and rum. And those chocolate cake squares. Do I have to drive you there? Get yourself to the world of Yum.
Old School with DP and J.
And I learned this about the difference between the college game and the NFL. Every play is designed offensively and defensively for one guy to make a mistake, whether it's being out of your gap, forgetting the blitz, forgetting a check on offense, forgetting the snap count. In college, it might be explosive play, 15 yards, whatever you deem as explosive play. The pros,
all of them are house.
All of them are. The guy will hit his head on the goalpost.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
At Buffalo Wings and Rings, they've crafted a new league of superior chicken sandwiches. Meet the Ringers. It's premium, house-made, beer-battered, fried chicken served buffalo, Korean, or MVP style. Head to Buffalo Wings and Rings Lincoln and raise a glass to superior chicken. 2 locations at 68th and O and at 40th and Old Cheney. Buffalo Wings and Rings.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Sauter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back in the future.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Winter is upon us. Is your home prepared? If your furnace isn't keeping up or you've thought about replacing it, John Henry's has a new year, new unit special. When you purchase a select heating and cooling system from John Henry's, we will give you the furnace for free. There are also equipment and LES rebates up to an additional $850. This offer expires February 28th, so don't miss out. Find out more at jhlincoln.com or give John Henry's a call or text today.
435 55 55.
A lot of work goes into making Nebraska, Nebraska. Keeping it green. Helping it thrive. Making it fun. Everything that goes into caring for our outdoors, from waters to wildlife, plays a big role in making Nebraska home. Learn how we help conserve our state's natural resources at outdoornebraska.org.
Paid for by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Partly to mostly cloudy skies expected here for our Tuesday. Much colder conditions. We only top out near 24. Light north winds at around 10. Heading into tonight, we'll drop all the way down to 4 for the low before bouncing back somewhat as we get into our Wednesday. Seasonal temperatures return with partly cloudy skies and an afternoon high of 37. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Now back to Splashley for 3 with Ashley Scoggin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Final segment. Splashley for 3. Ashley Scoggin. Huskers basketball and Wisconsin coming up. They come in Thursday 5-13, but it's they just beat Penn State.
Yep.
69-57 to break that streak. I was corrected. They were, because the game I saw them against Michigan, they got blown out. That was most of their games are where they're competitive, and then they fail.
Michigan would definitely. I can see why they got blown out because they really they play like 5 guards.
Michigan.
And
they're really tall.
And Michigan has big, so like they just postered them.
Like they have a 6'6" girl that doesn't even play.
Yeah.
Like I just and then Verjao is off the bench, who started 2 years ago, and now she's like buried on the bench.
Yeah.
So that's a good team. So Wisconsin, they beat Penn State 69-57. They beat Rutgers 49-45 in what had to be just 2 teams running into each other.
I'm just picturing it right now.
So this is the stretch, right? This is the stretch for you guys to get right and kind of set yourself in concrete for the NCAA tournament.
Yeah. I mean, each game you have to go into that thinking that. But no, this is definitely a good stretch for us, and just considering it would be kind of like our first game,
so
in a week or so.
Wisconsin Thursday, Purdue at home Sunday.
Yep.
That is a 2:00 game.
Yep.
On Sunday. That's one that I should be able to make that one. I'm going to try that. And then Tuesday. So next week, you guys play Tuesday. What we're going to ask you to do next week is for you to switch with gymnastics.
Oh, okay.
Because they have a meet on on Monday.
Oh, okay.
So you could do Monday next week, and they will do Tuesday.
All right.
Because you guys will be playing Rutgers on Tuesday, so you couldn't do the show at 7:00
Tuesday.
You will be busy.
See, this is why I don't know what happens a week in advance.
Oh, the schedule's changed, and you guys have done a good job.
Oh yeah.
So this is an opportunity to get on a run. 13-4. Do you guys feel? I mean, I know you're game to game, but what are you guys working on? What do you need to accomplish Thursday night? Like, what's the thing that you need to change? Because after Iowa and Indiana, I mean, Iowa, Indiana, Iowa.
Yeah. I mean, both of those, I mean, all three of those games, I think, for us, really, I think, kind of showed like how much we're definitely like beyond capable. We have all the tools we need. It's just about putting all of those tools together and using them very, very consistently. Because I think in some of those games, like even in the last Iowa game, you could tell when they were going on their run, like we had a lull there. And obviously, basketball is a game of up and downs. Like you're gonna have all of those. But I think going into these two games this week, keeping our foot on the pedal the whole game, and not letting up the whole time. And I think we've done that in some of our games, but I think putting those 40 minutes together is very crucial for us.
What's the health of the team now? So is Sam going to be back? How's this look?
I think as of right now, like it's just everybody's kind of like a day-to-day thing.
Okay. Same for Bella.
Yeah. So like, but I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you.
Well, we got to make sure you're healthy enough to
yes,
show, right? Like,
yeah. But everybody's kind of just like, okay, like we'll be ready by the time it gets game time.
So you expect everybody?
Yeah. But obviously, with COVID being like it is and stuff like that, you really never know. So
you guys have been in pretty good standing with this stuff.
Yeah.
Though. You guys have been pretty safe.
Yeah,
right?
we have been, and we try to, like, literally wherever we go, like we have our mask on, and like when
we give you the 6 feet,
yeah,
the 6 feet,
right, exactly. So we like really try to do our best, and like Coach Williams does, like, okay, make sure that you wash your hands. You know, she's like our mom in some aspects.
Can you deliver a message for me?
Yes,
if you would, please. Can you tell Coach Williams, Coach Love, my door is open. My phone works and my door is open.
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't have to beg.
Right. That is true.
For them to come and let me love on them.
Yeah.
Like, this is a friendly space. Like, I think we've proven that we're allies for the program.
Yeah. I can deliver.
Could you deliver that message?
I can deliver.
And tell Nicole we miss her.
Yeah, I know. Well,
we miss her. She was regular, and now, like, we're step cousins or something. I don't understand.
I don't know. Maybe she just didn't like it.
Well, that might be it. Nicole not liking to talk. What?
I don't know. I don't know.
She was really good. No, just they're folks in the program. We're just trying to look out for them.
Yes,
that's all.
I can deliver.
Okay, well,
I can be the messenger.
Greatly, and then we're going to work on the Splashley for 3 shirts. Like, we're going to work on it.
The shirts.
We'll get you a shirt. You deserve a shirt for that.
Oh, well, yeah, but like, I want to be able to sell the shirts.
Well, we'll get the shirt made. There's a company here that does that sort of thing. We'll talk to them. And then maybe, we'll talk to like muchachos and see if we can get them to help us out with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
I think they're
because like I have always wanted to do like my own like clothing brand and things like that. And ever since I got the nickname Splashley, I'm like, dang, that would look really good on a shirt.
You have a show now. You can promote.
So
yeah,
maybe that's one of the things we could do.
Big Sky, how much time do we have? I can't
40 seconds.
I can't hear the music. So I was just letting you know. You can elevate that so I make sure we get it. Okay, so Wisconsin Thursday.
Yep.
And then you're home Saturday. 2 wins. Can we do that?
Yes.
Can we do that? 1 win at a time, but
1 win at a time. But yes.
When we talk Monday, you should be 15-4.
Yes.
Simple deal. Say hi to the family. Thank the family.
I will.
We'll see you.
Super
We'll talk to
excited.
you next Monday.
Next Monday.
All right. Splashley for 3. Big Sky. Thank you, brother.